really excited to be kicking things off this morning. We have an exciting packed 2 days with great plenary speakers, lots of opportunity for people to connect with each other, old friends, new friends. I think we're going to have an exciting and full 2 days ahead of us. Didn't really know whether things were going to be up or down in terms of the market, but we knew things were going to continue to be complex and that the speed of life was going to be fast.
The future will catch us by surprise. The future is inherently unpredictable.
Because you have no money.
Which is an ethical issue.
Paul's got a pivot. This poor guy's like on his hands and knees doing it.
And a lot of what people are seeking is the simplicity, the clarity, the step forward. So that's what this whole conference is about. And I have 3 very simple messages for you this morning. It's about growth, professionalism, and business.
So you'll find that we're going to challenge you. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about economics. We'll talk about psychology and human relations to try and get you thinking about things that you might not normally have thought
If you want
about.
your organization to function well, you need to find a way of getting input from the other generations, and not just in a strict hierarchical sense, because you wind up making the wrong decisions for the wrong reasons.
HR is probably the key strategic pivotal issue in the future. Even with automation, with fewer people, the people skills become more important because if you use tools poorly, you get worse results. If you use tools well, you get better results. So HR is devoted to getting the right people in the right places, supporting them in the right way, and turning the pivot of the future for their organizations.
Can you feel the difference between it flowing and the difference between you thinking about each word or going into crisis? And there is this definite moment when a vortex starts, and the vortex of it takes care of itself, and it's amazing when it does. And you start to do things you didn't know you were capable of doing. This is the real gift of improv thinking.
So at the end of the interview, the reporter says, "Well, Dr. Einstein, if I have more follow-up questions, can I call you?" Like, sure. What's your number? I don't know, hang on. Mostly, you don't have the ability to remember the things you care about and not remember the things you don't care about. HR's responsibility is to create talent, develop talent, and help them succeed. One of the reasons the talent struggles today is because they've got too much work to do, the organizations are asking them to do that work in the wrong way, and the way that we have learned over time to handle information and to deal with work is maladaptive for the world in which we find ourselves.
So let me share with you what they are doing.
Why I speak about simplicity is I've been researching for 20 years about working backwards from the needs of the people who are doing the work. To make things simpler, all we need to do, I put all in quotes, is to think about what the workforce needs, not what we tell them they need.
I've been a BC HRMA member for many years and a volunteer in many different places, but this is my first year volunteering at the conference. Something I really wanted to do. I've enjoyed attending the conference for a few years now, and I wanted to give back and help make a positive experience for other people.
That's important.
Canada spell organized with an S in Canada? No? Yes? No? Whoa, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. It's not white, it's not black, it's gray all the time.
The steering committee specifically designed the conference to provoke thought and spark discussion.
Had a contentious argument with some of my colleagues about the nature of shame and how do we measure it. And I decided as a qualitative researcher the only way you could really measure shame is if I got to know you really well, shamed you, and then watch what happened.
We live in a culture that tells us that what makes us imperfect makes us inadequate and not good enough. And I don't believe that's true. I think what makes us imperfect connects us to each other and connects us to our humanity. And I think the bottom line is that without humanity, there really is no success, and business is about humanity. And our vulnerabilities are not weaknesses. I think they're reminders that we're all in this together. So thank you so much, BC HRMA. I had a great time.
I'm thrilled as a CEO of what the team has done, volunteers, staff, and that everybody came together at the same time. We've served our membership.
It seems impossible, but it's absolutely not just possible, it's amazing.
Next year is going to be so exciting. It's our 50th anniversary of conferences, and we'll see you at the end of April 2012.